Right, welcome to the Solution to Exercise 7-1 located on page 300. You've been asked to prepare a December cash budget for Ashton Company, a distributor of exercise equipment. Following information is available, blah, blah, blah. Number 1, prepare a schedule of expected cash collections. Then 2, prepare a schedule of expected cash disbursements. And then 3, prepare a cash budget. Indicate in the financing section any borrowing that will be needed during the month. Okay, so let's see. Cash collections. So as we look through here, actual sales for October, November, and expected sales for December are as follows. So this would be a cash collection for December. So there's two kinds of sales. They have cash sales and sales on account. So obviously the cash sales in December are going to go to cash, right? So if we go December cash sales, that was $83,000. Okay, so that's part of the cash that's going to come in December. Now we have sales on account. So we need to look at the collection pattern here. Okay, sales on account are collected over a 3-month period in the following ratio: 20% collected in the month of sale, 60% the month after the sale, and 18% in the second month following. 2% is uncollectible. Okay, so in the month of sale, so if we have sales on account, we have December. 20%. So the December sales on account were 600,000 times 600,000. So that should work out to $120,000. And then we have November. So this is going to be 60% times November sales were 525, and so 525, 60% is 315,000. And then we have October sales, which was 18%, according to the collection pattern. And so 18% of October sales are collected in December, and October sales on account were 400,000. So 18% of 400,000 is $72,000. So total sales on account are $507,000, and so total cash collection will be $590,000. Okay, so that's the cash coming in. Let's look at the cash going out. Schedule of expected cash disbursements for materials to suppliers for inventory purchases. Okay, so purchases of inventory will total $280,000 for December 30th. So 30% of a month's inventory purchases are paid during the month of purchase. The accounts payable remaining from November's inventory purchases totals $161, all of which will be paid in December. Okay, so here we've got really November purchases and December purchases, right? November is basically 70%, but we're actually given the dollar value there. That's 161,000. 161. And December is 30% of a month's inventory purchases are paid during the month. So December's purchases are 280,000, so 280 times 30% gives us $84,000. Add all of that up, and you get 245. Okay. Now, based on that, we'll use those numbers in requirement number 3, which is to come up with a cash budget for Ashton Company. And we have We don't know what year it is, just for December. Okay, so beginning cash. What does the problem tell us? Cash balance on December 1st will be $40,000. Okay. Add collections. And we worked that out to be $590,000. That was part one. Okay, so we can call that cash available then, $630,000. And then we have disbursements. And so here we have purchases of inventory, $245,000. Actually, you know what? For this one, because if you're doing multi-month, you'd have like a column for December, and then to the right of that January, and then February, and so on. I'm not going to indent. I'm going to do this all in one column as if we were going to do several. So bear with me as I erase that and rewrite it in here. 245. So purchases of inventory. What else do we have here? Selling and admin expenses are budgeted at $430,000. Of this amount, $50,000 is for depreciation. Okay, so again, this is a cash budget, right? So we're only interested in cash flows, cash flowing out in this particular case, and we know that depreciation, amortization, is not a cash cost, and therefore we will have to subtract the $50,000 for amortization. So 430 minus 50,000, and that gives us 380. Okay, what else do we have? A new web server for the marketing department costing $76,000 will be purchased for cash during December, and dividends totaling $9,000 will be paid during the month. Okay, web server. Dividends, 9, I suppose we should put dividends paid, right? Dividends paid out, $9,000. Okay, total disbursements. Add all this up, and I get $710,000. Okay. So now we've got the kind of critical line here is what the book calls excess or deficiency of cash available over disbursements. That's a long title. Why don't we just call it cash and deficiency or something like that. Anyway, 630 minus 710, $80,000. But with brackets to show that it's a deficiency. We're short $80,000. And last item in paragraph F here, it says the company must maintain a minimum cash balance of $20,000. An open line of credit is available from the company's bank to bolster the cash position as needed. So it would appear that we are going to need to do some borrowing. Financing, borrowings. So if we are 80 grand in the hole and we need a $20,000 cushion, we got to borrow 100,000 bucks, right? Repayment, 0, interest, 0, total financing, $100,000. So we've got room. It's getting a bit tight here. Ending cash. Ending cash, so this is now negative 80 plus 100,000 is $20,000. And then this, of course, would become the beginning cash for the next month. So there is our cash budget, all squished together in one on one page, just about. And that concludes the exercise.